Alright, good day to all of you. Today we're going to do the laboratory exercise number 5. Title of the activity is Design of a Website using Cisco Packet Tracer. Alright, so first we need to open the Cisco Packet Tracer. Drag 3 PCs, 2 switches, 4 servers to the platform area. Okay. So 3 PCs, 1, 2, 3, 2 switches, 1, 2, 4 servers, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Change the label of PC0 and PC1 as dynamic and PC2 as static. Oops. Okay, so this will be dynamic, and the other one should be dynamic as well. Last one is static. Okay, number 3. In PC2, since its name is static, configure its IP address. Example is 172.16.0.90. PC0 and PC1 are labeled as dynamic. It means that there will be no manual IP configuration for the 2 PCs. Okay. So these 2 computers should be dynamic. We don't need to change them. So we're gonna configure PC2. One 172.16.0.1. Fast Ethernet is 172.16.0.90. Okay. So that should be done. Number 4. Make sure the packet tracer is in real-time mode. So it is on real-time mode. Sorry about that. Okay. Now we will configure the first server. First, we're going to change its name to DHCP server. Then we're gonna change its default gateway. (172.16.0.1). Configure its fast Ethernet by setting its IP address to 172.16.0.10. 172.16.0.10, and the subnet mask should automatically be set. Next, we have to go to HTTP service. Make sure both of them are off. Okay. Now we need to set the DHCP server's default gateway to 172.16.0.1. And the DNS server should be 172.16.0.11. Start IP address is 172.16.0.100. Set the DNS server service and the emails SMTP and POP3 service to off. Okay, so now we're going to configure the DNS server. First, we have to change its name to DNS server. Again, we need to change its global settings by going to gateway, changing it over to 172.16.0.1. Then we go back to fast Ethernet. So same drill, the last octet should be .11. Subnet mask should automatically change to 255.255.0.0. Then we need to turn off HTTP service to off. For DHCP service, it has to be off as well. Okay. Now enter the domain name. Let's say, for example, www.amaes.edu. Enter for its IP address to 172.16.0.20. Okay. And the IP address 72.16.0.20. Then we click add. Then we need to add another domain name. www.internal.com. IP address should be 172.16.0.30 and click add. And again, we need to change the emails SMTP service and POP3 to off. Okay, so now we will configure the web server. So again, we have to change its name to web server www.amaes.edu. Try to move it here so that we have some space. Set the gateway to 172.16.0.1. Changes its past Ethernet to 172.16.0.20. Then we go to services, HTTP. We go to index. Then we change the welcome message to welcome to AMA Online Education System. Welcome to AMA Online Education System. Have a great day. Then we click save. Yes. Then we go to the HTTP. So it's already off. The HTTP service is already off. Alright, and lastly, we will configure the fourth server. And we're gonna make www.internal.com. Change the name first. Web server www.internal.com. Then we configure the gateway. One 172.16.0.1. Configure the fast Ethernet. 172.16.0.30. For HTTP, we have to make sure that both are on, and we configure the index. So this is a website for artificial intelligence. So we just changed the subject here. Welcome to the website of artificial intelligence. let me just get some information about it real quick. Okay. Remove this. And we click save. We go to the HTTP server, it's off already. DNS service is off. Okay. And for the email, SMTP and PUB should be off. Okay, so we're going to test the websites that we have created. We'll do the AMA website first. Okay, and the artificial intelligence website. There. So yeah, that should be it. I'm gonna answer the questions afterwards. Alright, so now we're going to answer the 3 questions specified on the laboratory exercise. The first question is, what are HTTP, DNS, and DHCP? So first, HTTP or Hypertext Transfer Protocol. This is a protocol used in the World Wide Web, and it defines how messages are formatted and transmitted, to which web servers and browsers takes into various commands. For DNS, this is the domain name system. It's like the phone book of the internet. It translates the text to the IP addresses so that the machine or the server can interpret what we're trying to put in to the computer. And lastly, DHCP or Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. It is a network management protocol that dynamically assigns IP addresses onto devices on a network. So DHCP, this automatically assigns a specific IP address for a specific device. This is normally being used when we don't want to have a troublesome configuration in our network. We don't need to set it on static. So the question number 2 is, what is the difference between the web design using HTML compared to Cisco Packet Tracer? Well, for web design, this is actually the building or layout of a website. For the Cisco Packet Tracer, this is a simulation of the configuration of the network. And third question is, what can you conclude from this activity? Well, we can identify the how we set the programming based on Cisco Packet Tracer, and this also provides us familiarization on the functions of the servers in the network. It gives us vast knowledge on what does the HTTP server, DNS server does on a network. So yeah, that should be it, and you have a great day.